Yo, what's up guys? In today's video I got a bunch of Chicago Bulls news and updates. In today's video, Lonzo Ball finally talked to the media and gave a big detailed injury update on his whole situation. Also, just the other day, The Athletic put out this article talking about a bunch of rumors and problems within the Chicago Bulls organization and locker room. The main topics were Zach LaVine and the Bulls not seeing eye to eye, and the organization has been really trying to, I'd say, work on the whole relationship between Zach LaVine and DeMar. They did say there's been some disconnect there, and they also talked about Billy Donovan possibly losing the Bulls locker room. But before I jump into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also, leave a quick like below today's video. It takes a second and helps me out a lot. And leave some comments and questions below today's video about all the updates and this article I'm about to jump into. But nonetheless, let's just jump right into it, because for the past year or so, Lonzo Ball has not really gave much injury updates on his whole injury and Messi situation. But just the other day, he came out, he was talking about his rehab, how he's feeling and everything like that. So let's just jump right into it. And to start with this article, Lonzo Ball did start off by saying it's been a really crazy journey, been a crazy therapy. You know, this is the first time Lonzo has talked since training camp, and he did say everything is just trying to get back on the court right now. Unfortunately, I'm not there yet, but we're still working on everything. He did then say, day by day, I'm trying to remain positive and keep getting better. Even if it's an inch better every day, just try not to move backwards. And I love to hear that. At least Lonzo is being positive. I'm honestly just happy we're finally getting a very detailed update from Lonzo Ball himself rather than someone else. And after that, Lonzo Ball kind of said the same thing that we've been hearing for a year now. He did say he is progressing, especially these past couple weeks. I'm finally seeing some improvement, which is nice to see. He did say it's still not obviously where I want to be, but it's definitely positive light at the end of the tunnel. Lonzo Ball also did say for the first time in a long time he recently touched the basketball, as Billy Donovan recently told Bulls reporters. He has been participating in some stationary shooting drills. Lonzo did say, you know, finally got to touch the ball. Feel like I haven't played in so long. The shot's not going anywhere, so now it's just about getting the legs right, and that's cool to see that he's being positive, having some fun and joking around. And after that, he was asked where he is in the progress of getting his legs back to fully healthy. He did say, I can't give you a specific time when I'll be back. It's still a ways out, unfortunately, but I am finally touching the basketball again. I am on the court doing some things, especially some things I haven't done so far this year. So that's the good news in this update, but the bad or uncertain news is that Lonzo Ball continues to experience pain in his knee, which he did say he is determined to find a way to manage in his pursuit of returning to game action. And this is where he got really detailed with his update that I really like to hear. He did say a lot of mobility stuff, trying to work through the pain, he said, when asked about what his rehab process has been like. He then did continue and he said the pain is still there. Pretty sure it's going to be there, just figuring out how we can get through it to a point I can produce on the court. And honestly, that sucks that he's still dealing with knee pain, but I've seen a lot of comments and a lot of people just saying at some point, you know, he just has to play through the pain, because honestly, who knows if it's going to go away. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy that Lonzo Ball finally came out on his own and gave a very detailed update on his own. I mean, given that Lonzo Ball is still yet to sprint or run or cut, I still don't expect him to play this NBA season, but at least he's being positive and he is progressing slowly. Definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video about that little update. And the second topic in today's video I'm going to talk about is about this article that recently came out from The Athletic, and they were talking about a bunch of rumors and drama going on within the Chicago Bulls organization. Now, obviously, if you guys didn't see the news from the other day, during halftime of the Bulls versus Timberwolves game, I guess a bunch of Bulls players were screaming at each other. Obviously, that's not great to hear. And then I guess also a bunch of Bulls players came at Zach LaVine and were calling him out. And then since that did happen, this article came out from Shams, and the main three topics in today's article that I'm going to be talking about and breaking down is that the Bulls have reportedly already had multiple team meetings to start this NBA season, and Zach LaVine and the Bulls are not seeing eye to eye, and there's also been some increased doubt within the Bulls locker room about Billy Donovan. Now, I'm just going to start off with the multiple team meetings. I'm going to be real, I'm happy to hear that, because this team, the way that the Bulls have started this season has been so up and down, so bipolar. This Bulls team needed a team meeting. But now to hear that the Bulls have had multiple team meetings and they're still playing like this, it's kind of a concern, and it gets worse in my eyes. You know, team meetings are fine. It's not that crazy. NBA teams have team meetings all the time. But in the article, they went more into detail. And other than the Bulls having team meetings to try to work out their issues, they have also had some one-on-one and face-to-face sit-downs between DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. Now, that's not great to hear because even last year, the end last season, there was some rumors about Zach and DeMar having some beef. Now, I don't believe they have beef. I mean, later in the article, they did say that Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan have a good personal relationship, but their meetings have not led to in-game results so far. And I do agree. I don't know what it is, but this Bulls team, especially Zach and DeMar, they just look disconnected, and they did say that in the article as well. I feel at times they're just playing like, hey, you score, me score. They really don't play off one another, which would obviously help both their games and make it easier for them and easier for the team in my eyes. And I do understand they're both elite scorers, and sometimes, you know, you score, me score works. And if the Chicago Bulls were winning, this wouldn't be a topic, but it's only a topic because they're losing. I'm going to be real. I feel like this is getting a little blown out of proportion because after the Timberwolves game, pretty much all the Bulls players said nothing really happened. You know, they were just holding each other accountable. This was kind of just all blown out of proportion, but at the end of the day, there was some rumors last year about Zach and DeMar. It's obviously not off to a great start this NBA season. I think they just need to figure out how to work and play off one another. It would just make the game much easier for each other, and I believe it would help the Bulls win some more games. And now on to the second topic that was brought up in this article, Zach LaVine and the Bulls not seeing eye to eye. I'm not really sure what this problem is. I mean, the only thing that I could think of is maybe that the Bulls and Billy Donovan still see DeMar DeRozan as the number one option, which I do believe he is. He's just more clutch, and he's just better with the basketball and making decisions than Zach LaVine right now. Maybe it's also he was not happy that the Bulls were, I'd say, resting him and keeping him out in back-to-backs with his knee injury. I don't really sure what that problem is, but that's obviously not a good rumor and good thing to come out, especially with Zach LaVine in year one of his max contract with the Chicago Bulls. The main thing that bothers me is that the Bulls might be giving up on Billy Donovan and they might not believe in him. Now, obviously, going into year 3 of any NBA coach is a very critical season, and especially with the odd extension that came out a few weeks back that happened before the season even started, Billy Donovan and the Bulls has just been a complete mess, but The Athletic did report Billy Donovan's job is currently safe, and I'm happy with that. You know, I feel like Billy Donovan does get a lot of hate, but at the end of the day, Billy Donovan needs to be better. I also don't believe he deserved this random contract extension, and that's going to make it even harder for the Bulls to move on and fire him if he does lose their locker room, or if he has. I don't believe he has, by the way the Bulls players have talked every post game, but if Billy Donovan does lose the confidence of his best two players like Zach or DeMar and can't regain it, there's really only two realistic options, which is fire the coach or trade the best players. Billy Donovan just signed an extension. Who knows how many more years were added on? I don't believe that extension was necessary, so who knows what will happen if this continues to go bad. Now, I'm going to be real, I don't know exactly what to believe in this article, but the fact that this article even came out and was written is a big freaking deal in my eyes. This is kind of the public pressure that usually comes right before action or a move or something. As of right now, I believe the Bulls are going to wait, give this roster some more time. To keep it short and simple, this Bulls team just needs to win games. I don't believe Zach and DeMar have any issues. I don't believe Billy Donovan's losing the locker room as of right now. Now, everything I just talked about and covered in this article, it may not be true. Who truly knows? I believe it's kind of all blown out of proportion right now. But say this Bulls team starts losing some more games, this can all change fast and moves can happen really quick, especially in the NBA. I think we all know that. But as of right now, I believe Zach and DeMar are fine. They just need to play better on the court together. Same with Billy Donovan. I don't believe he's lost the locker room as of right now, but that can also change really quickly. Definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video talking about all the updates, especially the Lonzo Ball injury update. I'm just happy he finally came out and gave an update on himself rather than some Bulls insider or some NBA insider hearing something, you know, some he say, she say stuff. I'm just happy Lonzo finally came out and gave an update. Leave some comments below today's video also about the article The Athletic came out and reported about the Bulls locker room and inside the organization drama. Thank you guys for all the love on the channel in the past few videos. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Have a good one.